दोस्तों सब्सक्राइब करो इंडियन रिएक्शंस को और दबाओ ये बेल आइकन ताकि आप देख सको मयंक की वीडियो सबसे पहले। हेलो, तो कैसे हैं आप लोग? मैं हूं मयंक और अभी मैं रिएक्शन देने जा रहा हूं एफटीडी के 10 सरप्राइजिंग फैक्ट्स अबाउट पाकिस्तान सीरीज के आखिरी वीडियो पे। पार्ट 1, 2, 3, 4 यार, इनमें जो फैक्ट्स थे वो वाकई लाजवाब थे और कुछ फैक्ट्स तो ऐसे भी थे जो हमें मजबूर करते हैं पाकिस्तान को एक अलग नज़रिए से देखने के लिए। तो चलिए इस सीरीज का 5th पार्ट देखते हैं। यार वी गो। वाओ नेचर।
Faith. It's something that brings people together and can also separate people. It can also make people of a place strong and dedicated. But what is faith? Is it truly religion? Or is it simply being determined to better oneself and move forward towards one's wants and desires without outside opinion and of true heart? And here on FTD Facts, I'm excited, and I hope you are too, to learn about one of the bravest countries and people. And today we are talking about the people and culture of Pakistan. And when we talk about faith, we might as well move on to the women of Pakistan. It is also sometimes widely believed that people think that in Pakistan women aren't treated equally. This is obviously due to a misunderstanding of the Quran, but Pakistan actually has a dual system, with its constitution stating that women have the same rights as men. And one thing that's kind of interesting, in 1989, they created their very first women's bank, called the First Women Bank, which is a bank that is owned, run, and for women. And I know you're probably sitting there going,
India में भी आया है ऐसा कुछ शायद, मोदी जी लेके आए थे।
They've done other things great for women? Actually, they have. Not saying that you're actually thinking that, but some people might, you know? And with that in mind, we should jump back to 1948, which was a year after Pakistan's formation, which the First Lady Begum Rana began the first women's voluntary service for medical support for the Pakistan Armed Forces. And this led to the creation of Pakistan's first ever woman unit in the Pakistan Army Medical Corps. And although at that time, General Frank Messervy dismissed combat training, by 1949, Begum was like, nope, I'm not having it, and I'm creating my own unit. And even when Begum created this National Guard consisting of women, the Army of Pakistan actually granted her the rank of Brigadier General. That's amazing. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the women's rights within the country of Pakistan. I feel like we gotta do a whole video just dedicated to it because it's so, well, it's important and it's so vast. And with that in mind, let's continue talking about Pakistan as a whole. And one thing we should definitely mention is Pakistan's national symbols. And when it comes to symbols, jasmine is probably the best.
Jasmine.
This pretty little plant is the national flower of Pakistan, and she is so important that she is on the coat of arms of the country. But let's be real, you can't have a national symbol such as a flower without having a national animal. And one of the coolest of all these symbols is the Indus River dolphin, which is the official mammal of the country. The animal itself is listed as endangered, and Pakistan goes through great strides to keep their favorite animal protected. And one thing to mention, it's not just Pakistan, but India are the only two countries that have the dolphin as a national animal. And of course, they are one of the few who have aquatic life as an official symbol. Also, one really interesting fact, and I gotta thank one of our favorite YouTube users, Junaid Saeed, for writing this in. As a matter of fact, he wrote a lot of cool facts that we are using in this video, and we've actually used in other videos as well, so thank you, Junaid. But he listed that Pakistan is home to the world's highest ATM. And I don't mean tallest, I mean it sits at the highest point in the world, sitting in the Khunjerab Pass at a height of 15,397 feet. It was built by the National Bank of Pakistan, and I get it, you're probably wondering, wait, how do you even get your money from that? How does it work? Well, this is because the ATM has to receive its power from a local generator, and they also even have people coming to maintain the thing when it gets to sub-zero temperatures. I just think that's amazing. We're gonna spend the money. A gift shop right beside it? I don't know. And speaking of power, we should probably look into how Pakistan gets its electricity, as Pakistan currently has 4 nuclear power plants. Now, the first one of this was the Kunap power plant, which is the Karachi complex, which opened on November 28th, 1972. And interesting enough, in 1972, this CANDU type reactor was supplied by the Canadian government. I didn't know that. However, throughout history, it has been shut down in 2002 and reopened in 2006. And as of today, it still runs, only giving a limited 85 megawatts for safety reasons. But however, nuclear power is not the only option for Pakistan. As a matter of fact, they have tons of different types of power. They have hydroelectricity, they have wind, but they also have solar. And Pakistan is making great strides to be more green and have renewable energy. And as a symbol of Pakistan's dedication, the Parliament building of Islamabad is the world's first and only building of parliament that runs completely off solar power. Now, one thing before I get out of here, guys, I want to talk about how Pakistan is proud to be a host of, and that is refugees. Pakistan has taken great strides to accept refugees from other countries, especially that of Afghanistan. And according to the United Nations High Commissioner of Refugees, Pakistan is a country that has hosted a lot of. And in 2017, the United Nations listed that 65.3 million refugees had been scattered around the world. And at the time of their recording, Pakistan has 1.45 million refugees registered. This makes them the second largest host of refugees in the entire world, next to Turkey. But keep in mind that is only of this year. At least since 2007, Pakistan has been the #1 country hosting refugees, giving faith and hope to those who have none. But there you go, guys. That just shows you how great the people of Pakistan are. They are people who are willing to put others before them and put the burden of others on their own shoulders. But that is another part to our facts on Pakistan. Guys, if you know any more facts, always write them down. Always write to us at askftdfacts@gmail.com. We always want to hear from
इस वीडियो के शुरू में बात की गई है पाकिस्तान के पॉपुलेशन के बारे में। तो 97% पॉपुलेशन जो है पाकिस्तान का वो इस्लाम है। अरे जब नाम ही है कंट्री का इस्लामिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ पाकिस्तान, तो फिर इस्लाम तो वहाँ होगा ही। उसके बाद फैक्ट्स था इक्वल राइट्स का। तो इससे अच्छी बात और क्या हो सकती है कि देश के सभी नागरिकों को समान अधिकार मिले। कुछ देश ऐसे भी हैं जहाँ लड़कियों को स्कूल जाने तक को मना है, ड्राइविंग नहीं कर सकती, वोट नहीं डाल सकती, अकेले बाहर नहीं निकल सकती, अकेले शॉपिंग पे नहीं जा सकती। शुक्र है कि ऐसा नॉन ह्यूमन रूल हमारे और आपके देश में नहीं है। बात करें सिंबल्स की, तो पाकिस्तान का नेशनल फ्लावर जैस्मिन है। ये मुझे पता नहीं था, लेकिन इंडिया का जो नेशनल फ्लावर है वो है लोटस। ये वाला नहीं, ये वाला। और ये क्या था भाई यार, जो भी था बहुत शानदार था। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा जान के कि यार ऐसे जगहों पे भी पाकिस्तान में ATM मौजूद है। बात करें रिफ्यूजीज़ की, तो इससे बड़ी दरिया दिली और क्या हो सकती है कि कोई देश अपने यहाँ किसी गैर देश के लोग को रहने की अनुमति दे। इंडिया ने भी तिब्बत से आए लाखों लोगों को अपने यहाँ शरण दी थी और वो लोग आज भी यहाँ रह रहे हैं। तो बस यार आज के लिए इतना ही। रिएक्शन आपको कैसा लगा कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर बताएं। अगर आपका कोई रिक्वेस्ट है या फिर कोई सुझाव है तो वो भी कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखना बिल्कुल ना भूलें। लाइक जरूर करें, एम करते हैं कम से कम 600 लाइक्स की। अगर पहली बार देख रहे हैं तो सब्सक्राइब भी जरूर कर लें। तो फिर खुश रहें, आबाद रहें, दिल्ली रहें या इस्लामाबाद रहें।